Can you tell us a little bit more about this initiative? And also, what is the color or the landscape of Chinese investment in infrastructure across the continent?
So before I engage with the infrastructure topic, I'd like to take you back a little to a topic of my own expertise, which is land grabbing. You did mention something about Chinese land grabs. So my research going back 10 years ago and my PhD project in Uganda 10 years ago was initially designed to study Chinese land grabs, because at the time, on the back of the 2008 food and financial crisis, there was a lot of public discourse about cash-rich but land-poor countries seeking to control food production outside of their own territories in order to ensure their own food security back home. So that was a narrative. There was a huge uproar about that. And so we sought to investigate these. I was part of a team of about 5 researchers that were investigating Chinese land grabs from Senegal to Ethiopia to Kenya, Uganda, as far as Madagascar. What we found out, and this was borne by evidence that began to emerge subsequent to that, to about 2015 and as far as 2018, that in fact, it was not borne by fact. They have come to be known as zombie Chinese land grabs, in the sense that a lot of memoranda of understanding was signed. There was splash of newspaper headlines. There were pictorials of ceremonies with Chinese investors visiting certain African countries. But my research in Uganda, I found out that in fact, the presence of Chinese in the land grab debate was actually quite minimal. And the few Chinese that sought to invest in agriculture in the Eastern African region were independent, private speculators that were seeking to explore opportunities for agricultural investment in Africa. So it turns out that a lot of the Chinese investors who ventured into agriculture actually found the terrain rather unfamiliar due to cultural differences, lack of sufficient knowledge of the market, and so on and so forth. So very many of them quickly turned away actually from agriculture into other enterprises. I know of some Chinese agriculture investors who abandoned agriculture and went into the gold rush in Ghana. Many of them left East Africa. They went to Ghana to speculate on gold. Were employed in infrastructure translators and so on and so forth, because the evident African region trade and infrastructure development.